my book.
No. Nice. What? You're mad?
No.
Then why are you like slamming
Ven
me?
aquí.
Which book?
I don't know what you're gonna read. I'm gonna read this one.
I read the book. Mom, read the book?
You read the book. I'm gonna read this one.
Oh, Scary Monster, Mom.
Scary Monster, yes.
Oh.
Tell your friend to read off that sign. Now I need to read and concentrate on the switch on the floor. You want me to read? Say, the night of my first real kiss was also the night of the worst fight I ever had with my mother. I had my eye on John Glass forever, and suddenly, out of the nowhere, I spied him at the party that my best friend, Lara, and I had finally gathered with the courage to stop by. The guy throwing the party lived in a skinny brick house in crazy steep hill, San Francisco. Light from the kitchen and a straight light down the block spilled into the little backyard garden, not quite reaching the corner where John was standing in the cluster of people. I was wearing my favorite pink shirt and Levi's with patches I could sew onto the knees. Lara smoothed my hair into told me to smile and pushed me out the door in the kitchen and into the garden. The next thing I knew, John and I were talking, and then we were only people still in the garden, and then we were leaving the party together and walking hand by hand up and up to a step street, and then we kissed. And I felt like I was living someone else's life. I was so happy.
Read that, please. Kiss it. Kiss it.
That's it. Yeah. When the boy kisses you, where do you put your nose? How do you breathe? Do you keep your eyes open? What do you do with your hands? Do you say thank you afterwards? This is the useful stuff they should teach us in school.
No, you can only kiss when you're an adult.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is when you're a teenager. As a teenager, see? Teenage.
Oh.
The party was only a couple blocks from my school, so I knew the streets we walked along as well I knew the ones in our own neighborhood. But as we held John's hand and we walked on the stupid of kissed, I felt like I was seeing the house and the trees and the world for the first time. And a way I felt as I were seeing John the first time. Like before, he was just this guy, okay? And a very nice guy with amazing pale blue eyes who helped me with my calculus homework, and I played soccer as if he were born with cleats on his feet. But now here he was picking me a flower off the tree in someone's front yard. We mean the road and we nearby park and sat on the swings and looked at the stars. Of course, I lost track of time. We were roaming around, and when John finally dropped me off to my house, the sky was starting and turned light blue and pink with the dawn. My key had barely hit its lock in the front of the door when my mother pulled it open and said in her most dangerous and quiet voice, "Where is he?" Just like that. Deep pan. Each word equally weighted, equally heavy. Where is he? I stood, and the early mornings being cold, Julie and the ball of 10 feet, so close, so far between me and the safety of my room. I tried to play dumb. Where are you talking about, Mom? But she was stood there blocking the doorway, hands on the hips, face contorted with anger, and say, "You are untrustworthy.
What?
You are unresponsible. You are disappointment." Later that day, Lara told me that my mom had a freaked out and called her at home in the middle of the night. Lara didn't have any idea where I did go after, and I left the party, but she tried to cover me by saying that she was sure I was fine. After all, it was just hanging out with John. But that just made my mother worry more. John? Who is John? And by the time I got home, her worry and stress was churning imagination, combined with her fatigue and relief that I was home safely. No longer wondered the stress in the middle of the night with some strange boy. Finally boiled over, and she exploded at me. I was so shocked that her harsh reaction shouldn't. Ellie, what are you doing in there?
What is she doing?
What are you doing in there? How come you can do that? Guacala, go wash the toy. Go, it's dirty.
What was he doing?
Oh, don't never, ever, ever do that, Andrew J.
I'm trying to hold it.
Where are you supposed to do?
In the bathroom.
Oh, Jace, have a gas out.
¿Está grabando?
Girl. Oh my gosh. What happened? Read. No, I got your blanket, Andrew. It's right here.
Keep on reading.
Andrew, wash your toy and come over here. Dry it up.
Could you please?